It's Week 12 of the NFL, and we'll see Tom Brady as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Mounties and the Vikings, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Toronto Mounties. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they enter play here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Pope. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Pope. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throwing on first down. Pope. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle they go. It's Ali. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Pope. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Brady going to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Pope. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Ali.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Pope.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Pope. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Pope. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now they'll throw with Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. from the gun on third down. Pope.
And complete to Drake London. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Pope. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Throwing again. Pope.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw left side. There's London.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 39, Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the 17, Brady got a man and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. 20. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Lutz with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday I'll press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. The football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Pope to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 2nd down now, it's Ali. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ali, he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Pope. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ali. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackle. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made by Chase Young.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. Pope.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Throwing now is Brady.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Brady. His throw incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Pope.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Pope. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Ali.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Ali. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final week.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pope.
Got his man. It's London.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Ali. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pope trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Brady now on 1st down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Brady to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And right side, they're going to go option here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Brady. Hard throw, incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that that gets them back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. Ali. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, it's London. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Ali, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On first and 10, Pope. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll try the left side. Ali.
And able to get this to the 31.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ali. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 50 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On second down, it's Ali. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. From the gun on third down, Pope.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, Pope. He finds his man, complete. That's Ali. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, here's Agnew. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Vikings head out to take over once again.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down now. It's Ali, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. On 3rd down, Ali, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Pope.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Brady.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Jeff Okudah right there to break it up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady going to throw. And this one is incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Pope. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on 1st down, Pope.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down, it's Ali. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Pope. Looking sideline, incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Operating from the gun. Pope. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ali.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On first and 10, Pope.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Up the middle they go. Ali. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. To throw on third down, Pope. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This will get the lead up to 7.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is first and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Able to slither by. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A big play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Mounties are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And out now come the Vikings.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Throwing to start the drive. Pump. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ali. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Ali. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Ali trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd down, Pump. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Throwing now is Brady. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Ali, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
And that's caught by Williams. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ali. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
To throw is Brady. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw, Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pound point, it's going to go.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. This one fielded at the 5.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.